The Democratic Party is not for black people. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. The Democratic Party is not for black people, never has been for black people. Please do your research. Do not believe in what the internet tells you. Do not believe that just because someone is a Democrat, they're for black people. I'm telling you this right now, they're not. Mademoiselle, and excuse my tan lines. Today, we are going to be doing an unpopular opinions video. I haven't done one of these in months. I love doing these videos, but I was like, you know what? Let's do an impromptu unpopular opinions. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, I've done an unpopular opinions black edition a couple times. I don't know what part we on. I don't know if we on 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, but yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Smash that like button, leave me a comment, and go to the shop and solidify your membership with the Mafia by buying some merch. Okay, we got all types of designs in the shop, and we got more stuff coming soon. If you ever want to send me a design, send it to my email. Everything is down in the description or in the pinned comment down below. So I'm just have to let you guys know, these videos always get me in trouble. My unpopular opinions always get me in some shit. People be real upset. And to be quite honest, I don't really give a shit. Nothing you say or do is going to change my opinion. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I'll say it again. Also understand that these opinions are my own. Not all black people think the same. We are not all one person. We all had different experiences, and that dictates and overtakes what it is that we as a people believe life is about and what we as a people believe is right or wrong. My first unpopular opinion, I don't think going to an HBCU makes you a well-rounded person. Just like I don't believe that going to a PWI makes you a well-rounded person. Going to anything or being involved every single day or as a whole in any type of environment where it's just one type of people is not going to promote growth, okay? If you're surrounded by black people all the damn time, you're only going to be consumed and reactive to black issues, just like as a white person. And this is the problem that we're seeing now. There's too many white people who grew up around white people, went to white schools, only surrounded by white people. So when they see black people, a Hispanic person, a Native American, whatever the case may be, when they see someone that's different from them, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to converse. They don't know how to react. They don't know how to treat them with respect or not say anything that may be seen as a microaggression. And I feel like the same happens for black people, believe it or not. When you're just around one group of people, it's just very hard to grow and basically see all sides of a coin. This is why I like mixed environments. I went to a PBI, which is a predominantly black institution, not a HBCU. There's a difference. I liked my school, but at the same time, it did have like a good mixture. It really did. Even though it was predominantly black, it did have a good mixture. My high school was a melting pot. I believe that when you grow up or when you are in an institution that has different types of people, you are better well-rounded because you are open to the experiences and exposed to the experiences of those people that you are interacting with. When you're just around black people, just around white people, or just around whatever the case may be, I feel like it doesn't open your mind to other people's perspectives and values. And in the long run, it can basically lead you down the path of not understanding other people. Black supremacy is detrimental. You could love black all damn day, black. All I do is talk about black issues, but at the same time, I'm very pro common sense. I'm not about to just sit there and be very radical about certain things just because I'm black, because at the end of the day, I'll fight for equality, okay? That brings me to my next point. A lot of people, and this is not just black people, okay, this is everyone as a whole, are not fighting for equality, they're fighting for superiority. When you fight for superiority, you're gonna create more issues down the line for other types of people. Black people have their own fight, Native Americans have their own fight, Asians have their own fight, whatever the case may be, everybody has their own fight. When you fight for superiority, you're not creating a world of equality. So now down the line, decades down the line, there's gonna be other movements that come to combat the movement, if that makes sense. Special treatment, the coddling, all of that shit, for anyone is just really annoying. I hate the whole feminazis. I hate black supremacy. I just hate it because it's like, it's just too radical and it doesn't help. No one is listening to you, okay? Rights are demons. Nobody's listening to that. You can't just sit there like, women are amazing. Women are superior. Fuck men. Nobody's listening. No one. This is why you're not getting anywhere. You have to be able to relate to other people and show them what it is that you're going through in order to let them into the movement, expressing themselves and wanting to stand with you and explain to others who may not understand. When you're basically fighting hatred with hatred, it doesn't really go anywhere. When we're trying to make yourself come off to be better than other people, it really doesn't get us anywhere. Like, I feel like everyone should just be fighting to be equal. Okay, men and women, blacks and whites, ethnicity on ethnicity, whatever the case may be. I feel like everyone should be fighting for the common good of everyone being treated equally. I do not believe in defunding the police. I don't think that's gonna do anything. I believe that we need better training and better vetting for these officers, because up here in Jersey, in Union County and Essex County, from what I know, you can't just be a cop from anywhere. Like, my boyfriend was also in the police academy and, you know, he had to leave because he got injured, but he had got offered a job all the way in Georgia. He was born and raised in New Jersey. Why would they give him a position in Georgia? The point I'm trying to get at is these officers, a lot of these officers don't know the area they're dealing with. They don't know the people they're dealing with. They don't know nothing about where they're hired at. And that's a problem. Counties, cities, whatever the case may be, need to vet officers that are from where they are applying to. You can't just be from Jersey and go to Alaska to be an officer. It doesn't work like that because you don't know the people. You don't know how they are. You don't know the dynamics of that neighborhood. Also, there's too much bias going on with these people. Everyone has their own personal opinions about people, but the thing is, as cops, we can't just be having cops killing people for no reason just because they're afraid or they have preconceived biases about people. These are officers and they have guns and they're killing people for absolutely no reason, and that's not okay. So I don't believe defunding them is really going to help. I feel like they just need better training and better vetting processes, because no, I feel like if they defund the police or get rid of the police, whatever the case may be, the world's gonna be in disarray. Like, I'm definitely never gonna leave my house because don't nobody got time for that. The next point is we are more of our problem than anything else. Yes, cops are killing people. Very sad, we know this. However, I'm very, very sure that humans kill each other more than anything else. No, it is not okay that cops are killing us. We know this. This is common sense. But at the same time, we need to pay attention to our own communities as humans. Okay, not even just black people. As humans, we need to pay attention to what's going on, what's lacking, and this, that, and the third with our own communities before we try to detest and protest things outside of the communities. There's so much shit going on within us. There's so much shit going on that we need to address ourselves before anyone takes us seriously. We need to start thinking about peddling the drugs out of our neighborhoods. We need to start thinking about how to rehabilitate a lot of the people who, you know, probably can't get a job because they went to jail, you know? Try to get felons and ex-convicts jobs and opportunities. Try to basically get them back on their feet. We need to get our children into programs that can educate them or offer them recreational shit. Or like college programs, something to keep them busy, keep them off the street, keep them entertained, keep them educated. We need to money into psychiatric services because let's be real here. We all need some therapy. I'm tired of black people trying to act like black people don't have mental illness. We have mental illnesses where a lot of us are just undiagnosed. I'm bipolar and I have anxiety. I'm diagnosed. I know what my problem is, but do you know what your problem is? Do you know what your problem is? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I feel like everybody needs to have a seat in the black community, okay? Everyone needs to have a seat in the therapist chair before we start doing anything, because we all have problems. It don't matter if we kick white people out of this entire world. White people are not our biggest issue. Did they start a lot of these issues? Absolutely, but we perpetuate them, and then with perpetuating them, we have definitely created other issues that need to be addressed, okay? Look at Haiti. Haiti barely got any white people, and they still can't get it together. Let's be real here. I love my Haitians, okay? We're Haitian, we're one, but Haiti really can't get it together, and they're the first black independent republic. Let's be real here. And they've been like that since 1804. They still can't get it together. Not saying that, oh, black people are not capable of holding together a country. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying white people are not our biggest problem. I believe natural hair looks good on everyone.
But also, oh my God, I can't do natural hair. I don't like it. It don't look good on me. It's not for everyone.
So if there was no weaves, wigs, braids, what would you want to do? The hair that grows out of your scalp is for you. Shut up. You're just lazy. Praying isn't helping us, okay? I mean, what has that done for us? Explain. Explain, because I don't see it. I'm just saying, you need to look within yourself. And following that point, that brings me to my next point. We need to put more money into our communities, ourselves, and our well-being than into our pastors' pockets so they can buy a Mercedes and a big house. Said what I said. I didn't say stop believing in God. I didn't say stop going to church. I said we need to put more money into our communities and ourselves, and we need to put more faith in ourselves instead of relying on other people to do, pray, act for us. That's just my opinion. Stop calling yourself a black feminist. I have a serious issue with people putting black in front of shit. Why can't black people have their own stuff? Womanism, okay, that's what I always tell people. I'm a womanist, if anything. I'm not a feminist. I don't appreciate black people just taking stuff and putting black in front of it. It really bothers me because it's like you're basically taking something that was made for someone else. Because if you guys do not know, the feminist movement was never for us. Okay, it was never for us. And basically slapping the word black in front of it. Like, no. Even if you don't agree with womanism, create something else that's made specifically for black women. I don't appreciate just putting black in front of words. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like you're kind of like just erasing something and putting black over it. You don't see people talk about something, oh, well, I go to a black PWI, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense. I go to a black predominantly white college. You see how that doesn't make sense? It's the same thing with the feminist thing. It's the same thing with anything else. Like, stop putting black in front of stuff. Black people, we need to make our own shit. Okay, we need to make our own shit and make it exclusive to us. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Collard greens are disgusting. Disgusting. Worst thing I've ever ate in my life. I hate them. I hate them, and don't tell me that I never had good ones. I had good ones. I just don't like it whatsoever. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the texture of it. It's so, I can't stand it. The Democratic Party is not for black people. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. The Democratic Party is not for black people, never has been for black people. Please do your research. Do not believe in what the internet tells you. Do not believe that just because someone is a Democrat, they're for black people. I'm telling you this right now, they're not. Democrats from history, okay, from the beginning of history, have done a lot of problematic shit. The KKK started as Democrats. There were also Democrats such as, I think, was it Bill Clinton, that everyone in jail for all the bullshit that they're doing type of rule, where basically they enforced a strong police presence in urban neighborhoods and did maximize sentences for people who committed really petty crimes such as, like, you know, drug possession and stuff like that. Yeah, that was Democrats. There's just so much. I just looked into it and it's crazy. No, I'm not Republican. They're also trash. I go with the people that have the most common sense and who are better for the time, okay? I don't believe that Democrats or Republicans are good people. I believe everyone is trash and we're all doomed regardless, okay? Republicans are selfish, Democrats are snakes and liars. So, I mean, I don't know. You gotta just choose which one is less evil to you. But the Democrats have definitely had a very, very, very long history of doing a lot of problematic shit that has affected black people negatively. Look it up. I might leave some resources down below. If not, look it up on your own time. With that being said, stop telling black people if they don't vote that they part of the problem. You do understand how voting works, right? Electoral College. In most states, in most places, your vote don't matter. The Electoral College votes matter. I mean, it's great to exercise your rights that your ancestors gave you. I get it. But at the same time, your vote really doesn't matter depending on where you live. The Electoral College's vote matters. Look it up. Links down in the description. Stop listening to social media and news outlets because they don't care about us, okay? Let's think about it, right? And media as a whole is the same avenue that paints us out to be bad. They paint us out to be detrimental. They paint us out in a negative light almost every single time. So why is it that when they report on something or marginalize a situation dealing with black people or other minorities, we jump on it automatically? You don't find that weird? The same people that tears you down, you're quick to let raw you up. Think about it. It don't make no sense. Wow, mind you, I went to school for journalism and I don't watch the news. There's some times where it be on in my parents' house and I just listen for like 20 minutes, but I change the channel because I can't. It's very detrimental. It's very subjective, okay? Not objective, it's very subjective. It's very one-sided, and I can't with that. I can't stand the way they manipulate people into thinking certain things. Like, I don't understand why it is that they refuse to give the full scope of things. Like, they'll see one thing and automatically call it racist, or see one black person and automatically depict them as violent. And it's like, did you even get the whole story? They love to paint things in a way to make the narrative go wherever they want it to go. And I don't know if it's the government's wanting, I don't know if it's the outlets wanting, if it's just for views, ratings, ads, I don't know what it is. But there you have a huge, horrible habit of just spinning stories in one narrative instead of giving both sides, which is what journalism is supposed to be. Just because you grew up in the hood don't mean you need to sell drugs or partake in any other type of illegal activity. I don't understand why people think that this is an excuse. Yes, you grew up in the hood. Yes, it's hard. You probably have a felony. You can't find a job. Listen, try harder. Yeah, that may sound a little insensitive, but try harder. You sell drugs. Now you get shot, you get killed. Now what? Nothing, right? Try harder. Try to go to school. Try to find a job that will hire someone who has something on their record. Try to even start your own business. Even if you do have to sell drugs, do something else on the side to help build yourself. Try not to get caught. Don't partake in other things. Don't be robbing people. Don't be shooting people. Don't be gang banging. Like, just do what you gotta do and get out. Don't stay there forever, okay? Trapping is not a career, okay? Trapping is not a career. If you are gonna trap, it's supposed to be a temporary thing in order to get you somewhere else. Trapping ain't supposed to keep you trapped. If you're gonna do it smart. Do it smart, but please just don't do it at all. But if you are, do it smart. I mean, honestly, even if you are gonna sell drugs, why sell it to your own people? Why entice kids to sell? Like, where I grew up, they don't do that. They sell it to other people and they do not entice the kids. I know a lot of neighborhoods where they do entice kids to sell. They sell it to their own people. Like, if you're pushing and peddling crack and all this other stuff to your neighborhood, what good you think your neighborhood gonna be? People wanna complain and go off about black people, this, that, and the third, but at the same time, it's like, you're peddling drugs and violence in your community. What do you think is gonna happen? But then they're like, oh, but it's them, they put it here. So, okay, so they put it here, you do it, you sell it, you die, you end up in jail for the rest of your life. That's it, that's the only option you have. Think about it. When you take up a life of crime, your only option is to die or go to jail. You have no other option. Die, jail. That brings me to my next point. Letting your kids curse, letting your kids twerk online, letting your kids throw up gang signs. All of this like little wannabe grown thug shit that y'all been letting y'all kids doing is toxic, and consequences will definitely occur in the future if you keep letting your kids do this. Like, I'll be seeing all types of crazy shit, like 2-3-year-olds twerking online, little kids with gold chains, like they're like 5 years old, throwing up this, that, and the third. I'm just like, woo, child, die fast. Where you at? Where you at? Like, what is this? What? Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all may think it's cute now. Y'all think it's cute for the gram, okay? Get that 10,000 likes, okay? Get that 1 million views. But when he really start pulling in kilos, when she really start twerking on a pole, I want to see you get upset. I want to see you get mad because you let that happen. Old hip hop, rap, and R&B was so much better, so much more meaningful. I mean, I like the trap now. I don't really care for R&B at all anymore. I'm telling you this right now. The only R&B I kind of listen to was like Tory Lanez. Other than that, I really, and I guess Drake, but Drake makes all types of music. I don't know what genre he in anymore. But the point is, I don't care for R&B no more. Trap I like, but I do feel like trap has definitely ruined rap and hip hop. Damn, that hurts saying that. Because I do like trap, but it's not the same. It don't hit the same. Comment down below if you agree. My last and final unpopular opinion is baby mother culture is toxic. Now, if you're watching this, I don't care if you black, white, green, baby mother culture is toxic. If you're not married, don't have no goddamn kid. If you're not stable, don't have no goddamn kid. Okay? You don't have to be married to have a kid, but at least be with the father, the mother, you get the point. Oh, just being a baby mother thing is not okay for the children. We've been doing it for too damn long, and it hasn't gotten us much of anywhere. Okay, period, okay? Whether you are a lesbian with a woman or a man or a gay man with a man, just make sure you have someone else or at least a village to help you raise this child. Don't just go willy-nilly having kids just because you want them. Kids are a lot of work. They're very fragile. And kids deserve both properties and parents in order to help them grow. Now, a lot of people misunderstood when I said this the first time because they're fucking stupid and they don't know how to use common sense, but feminine and masculine properties are not indicative of gender, okay? You could be male and have feminine qualities. You can be female and have masculine qualities. They are not indicative to gender. They are not indicative to sex. masculine and feminine properties basically means that you need each level to balance one human out in order to raise them. You can be a man and be real feminine and raise your son or your daughter with feminine and masculine properties, if that makes sense. You can have two women, one has the masculine and one has the feminine. You have two men, one has the masculine, one has the feminine. It's very much so possible to raise your kids to have the feminine and the masculine properties with them being male and female, or male and male, or female and female. So yeah, just to clarify for those who didn't understand that last time. With that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, comment down a black fist, okay? Let me know if you're still here with me. Let me know what opinions you agreed with, didn't agree with. Also, type down your own personal unpopular opinions down below. Doesn't matter if you're black or not. I understand other people watch me, okay? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.